some news breaking earlier today. Pete Nakos of On3 reported it initially. LSU is losing a member of its recruiting staff in Jordan Arcement. He's leaving to go join Athletes First, which is a management company that works with players, coaches, broadcasters nationwide to deal with. It's basically an agency. So he's going to jump into the NIL world and help players on that front. It's been an interesting way up for Jordan Arcement, who's a Thibodeau native, played football at Nichols, ended up heading over to work at West Virginia. And not West Virginia, at Virginia. He worked his way up to the director of recruiting communications, came to LSU, and really helped with recruiting, with NIL deals, with relationships with players and getting guys in. He wasn't an on-the-field coach, but he rose up over the course of 3 years and was eventually the director of recruiting communications and external relationships. I can't claim to know exactly what Jordan Arcement did day to day. I can't exactly explain that. I do know that he was front and center in a lot of recruiting situations, especially when it came to building relationships with players. And I don't know this, I think dealing with NIL opportunities for LSU student athletes. That would make a lot of sense if that's exactly what he was doing, because it sounds like you go to be a representative. That's literally all you're doing, is making sure that your clients are compensated fairly and properly and see all the opportunities that they can get. So it's not a guy that was coaching defensive backs on how to backpedal, not a guy who was teaching pass protection to the running backs, a guy that was purely in the department of building the roster, maintaining relationships, generating name, image, and likeness deals, and that's an important thing in this day and age. And I know that the players really like Jordan Arcement. I think that he's going to come on with Matt a little bit later today to kind of explain what this move is for him. I'm not ready to sit here and tell you that this is a devastating blow that the football program can't recover from, but it is a guy that had a big role in LSU's recruiting machine, and they'll have to figure that out. It's kind of a right now an Austin Thomas, Brian Kelly operation at the top level, but Arcement was right there in that intermediary level where he's dealing a lot with the players. Kelly and Austin Thomas very famously have gone to see NFL teams, talked about how to manage the salary cap and how to assign values to each position and what amount of your budget you can spend here, what amount of your budget you can spend here, what you prioritize, what you do not, when to say yes, more importantly probably, when to say no. That's the top of this thing. But you also, with all that comes with the NIL, with all that comes with the money and all that comes with paying players and making sure everybody's happy, you've got to have relationships with the guys. And that's where Jordan Arcement really made a name for himself and really rose up the ranks very quickly here in Baton Rouge, handling that. No idea who may take those reins at this point, but Jordan Arcement kind of moving into the private sector there, and it's going to work with Athletes First on the management side of things. We'll see just how badly that affects LSU. My sense, and again, this is my opinion, this is certainly not a fact, in my opinion on the matter, is that this is a bit of a ding to LSU as far as recruiting goes, but something that Brian Kelly can smooth over and put somebody else in that role and continue to move forward. So that's just my thought on the situation with LSU. Jordan Arcement moving on from LSU's football program into the agent world to deal with Athletes First. Hey, thanks for watching Hunt on LSU. Before you get out of here, do us a couple of favors. Hit that like button, leave your comments below, and subscribe to the channel for all your Fighting Tiger football talk. See you next time.